this Kingzone side. Khan's Jace needs no interruption, but this is the one matchup he's talked about he's not a big fan of.
He's not a big fan of it, but...
Oh, Prey is gonna go for a Q to help. He's walking right on top of the champions. He might not have a way out. The stun is on Ignite as well. There is no escape, and Prey goes down.
Beautiful setup for Flash Wolves.
3 versus 1 up here, and only level 2 on this poor Scion. Can he do anything about this one? It's gonna be aggro pulled by Jace. Khan backs up. One more turret shot, but the damage output just not there. Is there gonna be a re-engage? Now Peanuts time to pull it. Gets the chunk, gets right back out. BDD gets the credit and an answer. Cloudrick will not be contested as the bot lane keeps the pressure on, so Flash Wolves gets that one without too many issues. 738, that one goes down, and boost speed now here for the team. Top lane pressure now is pushing forward. The farm lane pretty big, but now look to the bottom lane. Killer Instinct in. High damage on a Prey. That's going to be the knockup. Godfish Lee Sin takes down his believers.
And he lays it down. Is feeling it.
Execution beautiful, that flash for the kick, then went into the Q top side, trying to answer as well.
And here comes Weaver's Wall, 3 versus 1, no escape there, kill goes to Khan.
Pillar interrupted the exit route coming through from the Scions, and he
Both
goes
teams have placed their bets. Flash Wolves on bottom lane, Kingzone on top lane, and Flash Wolves are doubling down.
That is first turret there, Khan getting some of the gold there in this one. The rest of the Kingzone duo sitting back far enough to not give away some kills.
It's a very small win, we should know.
Like
It's definitely a good sleight of hand here from Kingzone. They dropped the Rift Herald only to drop back to the Dragon objective, not exposing themselves for that engagement. The Flash
without maneuvering though, this is 3 waves in a row lost on this bottom lane that Scion can't touch right here, as Flash Wolves are though, as you mentioned, able to trade turrets.
This is actually a really hype trade. It won't be too many people. They're trying to extend the map, get the objectives to the team. They know they're not going to 5v5.
Flash Wolves are being caught in transition here though, while Kingzone are doing work with every second of those champions.
Stopped down by the wind wall, but there's still going to be the chance of the turret going down. They're going to get yet another one. Teleport comes in, Hanabi wants in. How is this fight going to go? A pillar down on Maple, and over the last 3 minutes, Kingzone has taken so much more. A good dodge to the side, but flashless. This is going to be a kill. Last breath is in, and it's just that for Khan, his first death of the game.
Flash Wolves finally grabbed something.
Item here, watching Peanut be chased down. Should be able to back away. Here we go, though.
Ooh, nice knock up there in the front line. Maple could be falling, but gets to go back. A quick jump towards Startup, goes right back to the team. The chase is going to be in. A huge knockup. There's the re-engage, but Maple is down. However, it is a trade. In the back line, BDD grabs one on the Talia. This fight continuing. Prey will drop now. 3v3 on the fight, as a lot is still coming through. Buddy with the red buff looking for a bit more, but they're running out of teammates. This Scion going to be chained down. This will be a 4-for-2 advantage over to Kingzone.
Kingzone get a tremendous
Miss out. The AoE grab control is gone. Wall cut off by wind wall, but that means they don't have that combat tool, so Cloudrick will be picked up. The poke out from Khan as well, and Kingzone yet again find the way to outmaneuver their opposition. Need though, because the squad is coming in for this fight. Mugen, will he find the kick? Goes for the Q into the back line. The knockup, but it only gets onto one as the team disengages. Maple exhausted, forced to run. One hit will kill him, and Gorilla claims that one, so now it's a 5v4. Kingzone look for the re-engage. They find Benny. Khan gets the kill. Now on to Mugen. He's running.
Allowed them to turn on, but now we're at Baron. See how the Baron setup is here. Mugen is lurking.
Lots of trigger wards available, no denial in the pit. Can Mugen get this smite? This turret has been made and broken on smites and Baron attempts. That ward will not go away. Mugen has complete victory, or vision I should say.
They're holding it
for the
so
play.
low.
They're getting a bit lower. Can Mugen find the play? The Q has been burned though. Here's the engage, not yet the knockup, jumps to a ward. Found out though, and Prey will knock down the Godfist as the Baron's getting lower. They finally pick it up, but the fight still going the way of Kingzone as they came back with the buff in their hand.
The Baron down, it's a burn damage. Trundle was dead. Long time to actually get to the inhibitor turret, and you can see Flash will do seed this mid lane in a turret. They're going to have to give that one up. Baron buff, only another 30 seconds, so pretty much the last wave for Kingzone to keep pushing.
I really like how they're using BDD to hover topside and Gorilla to empower the minion wave in mid. That way they're able to get all of these outers done with.
Bottom lane, the top lane siege continues as well. Baron timing out in 5 seconds. Will that signal a re-engage for Flash Wolves? Not before the turret falls, and they're going to give up for the inhibitor, but now Khan has to run away. Still Flash on cooldown for a few more moments. Waiting for that timer to come back, though, getting away at 200 HP. The Flash, the yell, the slap into the face, and that will be a solo kill. A little bit of help because of Betty on the side, but top inhibitor is down. Now will there be a re-engage? No, they're going to get away for this one. Oh, the chase, though. Maybe he can stop the recall. Yes, they all turn it around, and Maple bit off more more than he could chew.
That was and jump onto the ocean.
Yeah, they'll take the consolation prize down here, but Kingzone very happy with this.
Side.
All right, teleporting with a play, but Weaver's wall is in. BDD to stop him, and actually immediately cancels the unstoppable onslaught. There's the knockup. They've isolated Sion. He will drop, and there's going to be the backline access. Killer Instinct did what Maple could not. This is the huge fight for Flash Wolves. BDD falls. It's 3 for 1. What a battle!
And Hanabi sacrifices his life to force the 5-on-5 team fight Flash Wolves needed to stay in this game.
Mugen still got into the backside, got the kick, and that's all that was needed for the Killer Instinct to follow. They're going to roll through and probably get an inhibitor here.
Betty had the Infinity Edge done and was in range to follow up the Lee Sin kick. We all thought about the Yasuo, but it was the assassination from the bot lane that led into +2 kills and 2 turrets in mid.
Doesn't actually end up.
He assassinated so easily again.
We are now at Jace with no teleport to match him in the bot side. It's mid lane.
Oh, he doesn't catch out Betty. That's still a free firing Kaisa, but still, they will knock down Hanabi right away. Gets shattered in the front of the team fight, and this time around, there is no assassination.
Great jump there by Kingzone. They take out the front line from Flash Wolves, and now they've got an open path.
This could be really explosive with top inhibitors still dead and very low turrets in the middle and bottom lane. This 5v4 could be game-winning as the walls come up, but the turrets still don't fall. Another comes in and separates the team. 5v4, here comes the hard engage. Betty stays alive, but last breath means almost nothing. He will give away his right now as Maple has nowhere to go. 5v3 in the base with 4 to take.
They're going to go for the end here. That's all they needed. It's a couple of kills. Try to end the game.
Betty's got to make the miracle play now, but it might just not be enough. The turrets to fall. Here's the kicks to the back line, but can they find the kills? Betty trying to kite, and he doesn't have it. Kingzone get the team fight. They make it happen. 2-1 will be the lead. One more for the final.
Man, did they have to work for it in this series, but Kingzone are going to move up 2-1.
Kingzone we trust. Red